Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, yourself?
Good. Trying to find the volume because I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. I was beginning to think it was just going to be me today.
Nope, can't get off that easy.
What you knitting on?
I'm towards the end of my padded squares.
Are you?
Yeah,
Beautiful. Very nice.
I really like it.
Cool.
Have you heard from Carolyn? I've been thinking about her all week.
The service is on Monday. She's still up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
She's
is she?
she said she doesn't think she's going to be able to like stay up there full time with just her mother-in-law. She said she's kind of difficult. So I don't know.
You know, the siblings have to step up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
absolutely. Yeah.
And it
She's done
doesn't
more than
seem
her
like,
time.
pardon me?
She's done more than her share.
Oh, oh yes. I don't understand how people are sometimes. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, her sister lives in California. She's 84, I think, and she has Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And she now needs 24-hour care.
Uh-huh.
Paula said that she, as long as she stays in routine, she's fine.
Okay. Uh-huh.
But so long story short, they hired a woman, a live-in, to take care of Ellie.
Uh-huh.
And turned out after she'd been there a little while, I don't know
Uh-huh.
how long a little while is, maybe a month.
Uh-huh.
Um, one of the neighbors heard her yelling at Ellie and threatening her.
Oh, geez.
So Paula's been out there last almost 2 weeks now. She won't go to assisted living. If it were me, I'd
Oh,
say, too bad you're going.
yeah.
But
What do you do? I mean, you have to. Look at that beautiful Trinigan.
isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah,
And she's got the perfect top on now underneath.
I saw it. I was like, hey, this is the perfect color for this.
it
It
is.
is.
Oh, she's in a
Wow.
new spot.
I'm going to sit on my couch too.
It's pretty comfy. Once I don't have this table here for the auctions, I'm like, what am I going to do? I have to find another way to set it up.
I think I'm going to have to. Let me see how this works. I mean, I can face it outside, but then you got a lot of light. How's
Like,
that?
yeah, that's great. That's perfect.
Cool, cool.
How you doing, Jean?
Not bad. How are you?
No complaints.
Trying to stay out of trouble.
Well, which one is that?
Exactly. Uh, so did I miss a good story when I was signing on, Diane?
I don't know if it's a good story. It's just life with
Oh,
one of my friends and her sister with Alzheimer's.
oh,
Just kind of sad. It's so
yeah.
sad getting old.
Yep.
I was telling her Carolyn's still up north. The service is Monday.
I'm sorry. What about Monday?
The service for Carolyn's father-in-law
Okay. It's
is
coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to leave at 11:30 today because there's a luncheon for my friend Helen who passed away uptown.
Okay.
So
Oh, sorry.
she was 94. She was the sweetest lady. She came to classes for years, and a lot of times she just sat there and chatted. She didn't even knit, but she only gave up driving like less than a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's wow.
she was really something.
Wow.
She would pull in. She didn't come to classes anymore, so she would just pull in and then call me up, and I would run out and fix her knitting for her.
Aw.
Oh,
What did I miss last week?
That was a long time ago.
I hear ya.
it was just the three of us, Mary, Jean, and myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Sunny, eh?
No,
No. But in her defense, last weekend was the big football game, so it probably
Oh,
took her all day
yeah.
to get ready for that.
True. Good point.
And then around here, the cable went out. It was out until, I think it went out about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
on
And I think it
Saturday?
came back on around the halftime of the game.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
can you imagine? I mean, I really don't
You're
give a
not into it
about
that much,
sports, but
right? But some people,
wow.
devastation.
Yeah. And I mean, there was no storms. And of course, I've not seen any reason anywhere, but I mean, it was a huge outage over here.
Huh. Some freak thing. Somebody ran into something or something.
But it was like here, it was like all up around in Grand Rapids. It was
Huh.
thousands of people were out.
Wow.
Wonder if Mary was out. Would Mary be included in that area?
She's over on the east side, I think. Isn't she closer to Flint?
Frankenmuth, she
Yeah,
said.
that's over. Yeah. Well, there were outages around over even near, and I don't know. I'm just going by the outage map from we have Spectrum over here,
Mhm.
and it was like it was pretty widespread. So
We'll have to ask her if she gets on.
yeah, I mean for me the biggest problem was the internet was down. But I mean I've got cell phone, so
Yeah.
that works. But yikes, yikes. Oh, this is cozy sitting out here.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is my favorite. Putting my feet up and
Yeah.
so cozy, comfy.
Did you have
Well,
trick-or-treaters last night?
We don't get them.
You just keep the light turned off or?
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
think,
can see where you're at. True. Yeah, that would be a problem.
yeah, and now that we're upstairs, they have to come up the back door.
Right, yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Yeah.
Well,
But
if you
even
gave
when,
out really, a whole handful, they might.
yeah, even when I had the store and I would be open and I think I had one person one time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, forget it.
yeah,
How about you?
well, I turned the light off around 10 after 8 because, the kids are done by then.
Yeah.
But there was 3 groups, a group of 2, a group of 10, and another group of 2. That's what I had.
Okay.
But the group of 10, I'm sure it's the same over there. There's like neighborhoods around us now. So the parents load them up in the car and they drive over and
Right.
park the car and the kids run through. And they had these like, a grocery bag, like paper sack, only it wasn't paper, it was fabric,
Uh-huh.
full.
My gosh.
I was like, wow,
Wow.
wow.
It's a lot of candy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They end up throwing it out, I think.
Probably. But they had
Some of
other
it.
stuff, and some of them I could see there was other kind of stuff in there,
Okay.
chips and that kind of thing. Not that they would get smashed, but anyhow.
How
Uh,
about you, Diane? Do you get trick-or-treaters?
No,
No.
we have 3 kids next to us and 3 kids kitty corner from us, and that's it. And so nobody comes down.
Okay.
So we gave up, and we just kept the lights off in the front of the house.
yep. You know what? I might do that. I've noticed, a lot of neighbors around here don't have their lights on anymore.
Yeah.
Even
So,
the one with the kids next door, their lights were all dark. I don't think they
Yeah,
were
they were
even
probably
home.
out with their kids.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they have like all the trunk or treats and all that other stuff they can do. So
Right. Yep.
just,
I saw a thing yesterday, I think it was on Facebook, it said, I'm doing my part to help knock out child obesity, and I just ate all the Halloween candy myself.
there you go.
Oh, geez.
You watch Shifting Gears?
No?
Well, they had a Halloween one on there, and his girlfriend comes up and she brings in this almost empty bowl, and she said, "Really? Two
Oops.
two wrappers of candy and a note saying, 'Take one only, piggy.'" And then he said to her, "I'm just trying to help out, kids are getting heavy."
That's
So she
funny.
brings out a big bag of candy.
Cute.
Went up to camp on Friday.
Yeah.
Dale was giving one of his train buddies when they went on a train run a couple of weeks ago, and maybe 3 weeks ago, and because of the dryness and some of them use coal, and they had a little brush fryer there, and it was out onto the track that wasn't close to the house, of course. And they were taking buckets out there trying to put it out, and they put it out.
Wow.
But Dale has this 50-gallon drum, and we were using it to water the garden up at camp,
Okay.
and we decided we're not going to do that anymore. I mean, and they come in and water also now. They have sprinklers out there, but still, I mean,
You're talking about the tiny house?
yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
So we decided not to do that anymore. So he's going to give that to, his name is Jim, so that if that should happen again, at least he has a 50-gallon drum of water ready to go.
That's a good idea.
So how was your train party last
You know,
Saturday, Diane?
I misunderstood Dale. It wasn't a train party, it was an engine party.
Oh,
And there
excuse
were a
me.
couple of these great big engines out there.
Okay.
And one was ran by coal and the other by wood.
Okay.
And the one that was closest to, he has a pole barn. He's on 10 acres of land. We'll start that way.
Okay.
And I haven't been up there for quite a while because since his wife passed, there's no reason for me to go out with Dale. And so we're driving up, and oh my gosh, his house is set way off the road. So his driveway is very, very long. And he has these beautiful trees lining his driveway now, and all sorts of beautiful things.
Oh.
And I'm like, wow. And then it was a great big potluck inside the pole barn. And then one of the engines, he ran it for making ice cream. So we had homemade ice cream. But it
Oh.
was a really nice time.
That's very cool.
It was. I enjoyed it. It was a great afternoon.
Sweet.
Were you able to get into, I can't remember, there was something at the tiny house that you guys were going to try and get there.
Taking the flag down.
Yes. Were you able to get in there?
Yeah, we went Friday and did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we had 2 sets of electric toothbrushes, and we left the one set up there by mistake, because when we went to Mackinac, that's like, our spare set of electric toothbrushes, because we're spoiled. We don't use regular toothbrushes.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So it was just little odds and ends I was picking up from the house, and he was taken out of the shed. And they said, okay, you can come out, but you have to be gone by noon. And then they're closed, I think for a week, just to give them a little time off. And it's
Right.
not fully staffed in the office. I think there's 3 people. And one of them actually lives on property. It's a very short walk from her house to the office. So. And they turned off all the key cards. And
Oh,
they had said that in Facebooks that that's what, they were going to do. They had to, there's another gate that you go to, and it's right outside the office, and they just lift the arm for you. So we drove in, there was a vehicle in front of us. They went to the main gate, and we went to the alternate gate. And I guess they were trying their card, just would not work. And they must have turned off, like, if you're having trouble with raising that arm, you can buzz them and they'll let you in. But with it being the last day, in like less than 2 hours before everybody had to be out, they must not have even had the intercom turned off at that post.
oof.
So he backed up. You can see we were pulling out, we were already through the gate and going towards the house, and we see him, and he didn't have a happy face.
Uh-oh.
Well, you should follow the rules. So we got to go in and say goodbye and wish him happy holidays and all that good stuff. See you in the spring. But our final payment for next year is due April 1st. So we'll go out there then and pay our bill. I was standing on the porch of the tiny house, and I said, I think we ought to rearrange our furniture on the porch. I think we ought to do this and this and this. And Joe goes, well, okay. I'm getting ready for next year. I don't know about him.
Be here before you know it.
Yep.
I hope so. This afternoon, we're going to go to a depression glass show.
Oh, where's that?
It's going to be over at Dearborn Performing Arts,
Okay.
big ballroom. Our sister-in-law actually, well, my sister-in-law, she sets it up and runs it.
Do you
It's
collect
huge.
depression?
Pardon me?
Do you collect depression glass?
No, but they have other things too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
last year we were there and we bought, it was ceramic. I think it was place setting for 4 people,
Uh-huh.
and it was lighthouses.
Oh,
So seeing how that's what the tiny house is, lighthouses inside decoration. Dale bought me for place setting. But the glass that they have there, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's just fun looking at it.
yeah.
So Jean, you're in the sleeves on that one, aren't you?
Yep, I'm on sleeve. I got an entire sleeve. Well, I had it half done last week, so I finished
Right.
it.
Oh, look at how
Beautiful.
pretty.
But I like it. It's coming out pretty.
Yeah, it's a pretty color combo.
It's got the purple is Noro. I don't remember what kind of Noro. Let me see if I can find it. It's not Silk Garden. Well, this isn't real helpful.
Oh, that's Noro.
It's this.
It's that.
That's funny. Oh, here we go. Where is the camera on this thing?
Yep, perfect.
Akari Solo.
Oh,
So they do make, I think they make some of this that's, like the Noro what's the Silk Garden? That's like more color changing. I think they have some like that. Silk, cotton, viscose, mohair, wool, polyamide.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yep.
Did you get it from the Yarn Garden?
I got it from Chicks with Sticks.
Lindsay used to be real big on Noro. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Remember Silk Garden was really popular, what, like a decade ago or so? But it is nice yarn.
Yeah.
Almost 2 decades ago. Because I remember I was working at Neighborhood Knits and introduced to Noro Silk Garden, and I made an Einstein jacket.
One of my nieces sent me a picture of me wearing an Einstein jacket that I knitted yesterday. It was from a long time ago. She was
Oh,
actually taking riding lessons and she was on her horse and I was like petting her horse.
aw.
That was pretty funny.
Do you still have it?
No, I sold it.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember I sold that jacket.
I still have the book with the pattern in it.
Yeah, I do too.
Is it old enough it could be cool again?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think
I
that
still wear mine.
Einstein jacket goes out of style. Of course, it's no Trinigan.
Ah, yeah, that little thing I sent you on Instagram last night of the assistant attorney that was on the news.
Yeah,
I have followed her forever. She is an amazing knitter.
that's
If
cool.
you can follow, she's got a pretty good account on Ravelry. You can see all the
Oh,
stuff she's made. That pressed flowers
flowers.
cardigan.
I saw the pressed flowers right. I'm like, Randy, that's pressed flowers.
That's I modeled mine after hers because I really liked her colors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's a yeah. I would just love it when she would post herself on the news wearing one of the what's the one with the flowers that we all made?
Alpine bloom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was on the news wearing her alpine
Oh,
bloom.
that's really cool, isn't it?
Dang, it's cool. Why is picking up stitches on a sleeve easier in like when I did the front going up, it was okay. Now I'm trying to go downhill and it's like
Oh, you'd think it would be similar.
I should probably just start at the other end because I'm not picking up and knitting. Maybe I'll do that. Huh. I know it doesn't seem like it should be that big of a deal.
But maybe just the way the stitches lay or something.
Have you ever tried to graph a seam instead of coming from the ribbing up, go from the, you know, I tried this one time. It didn't turn out well. I started at the sleeve, came down the sleeve, and then was going down the side seam. But going down that side seam was backwards to me. It was so weird that I
Oh, I've
ended
done it
up,
both ways. I'm sure I've done it both ways.
yeah.
You-
I mean,
Actually,
isn't it weird though?
I think I typically do it that way because when if I bind off at the wrist,
Yeah.
and I just leave a really long tail and I use that for the whole thing.
Start seaming it. Yeah.
But it was so awkward for me when I got to the side seam for some reason.
Interesting.
I'm weird, I know.
Good morning, Mary.
I
Good
think
morning.
but I think you're right. I think the stitches were going opposite directions, like from the sleeve down, right? It must have been.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how's everybody?
Good. How are you?
Well, you're opening a big can of worms. Are you sure?
No, I want to
Uh-oh.
retract that statement. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, first of all, I need to know what sweater you're wearing because are you wearing one of your sweaters
Uh-oh.
today?
She's got a walker.
A
That's not
walker.
good.
Yes. I'm wearing the Martello.
Okay. I'm sorry you have a walker.
I have a walker because something has happened to my back and I can't get around.
Oh no.
Have you gone to the doctor yet?
I was to the doctor a couple times last week. I went and had an MRI last night. So, yeah.
No results yet?
Huh?
No results?
From the MRI, not that I know of.
Oh,
Yeah, on Monday when I went to the first doctor, it wasn't this bad. But by Wednesday, I rode in the truck a lot. That may have been a mistake. That was probably a big mistake. Thursday morning, I couldn't get myself out of bed. And last night, I couldn't get up out of bed. I went to the chiropractor and had a massage. What day was that? Thursday or Friday? Thursday, I did that. I'm going back on Monday to the chiropractor. So we'll see. I wonder if it's a pinched nerve or something.
Yeah.
It's when I start to get up, it spasms so horribly, I scream.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's not fun. So
Is that sciatica?
what's that?
Is that sciatica?
Possibly.
Is it going down your leg?
It isn't going down my leg. It is not. But it is sore down my leg. It's above that. It's lower back, but it is above my butt. So I don't know.
That's
All I
extent
know
of
is,
my knowledge.
yeah, I hurt so bad. I'm
sorry.
trying to sit in a chair with two arms so I can hopefully get up myself and not have to call for help. Meanwhile, my husband was up with me till about 5 a.m. It wasn't a good night for us. He was having trouble, and yeah. It's like the weak helping the weak here.
Well, at least you have each other.
Oh, yes.
And then I was all set to ask you because last week I forgot to ask you how your mother-in-law was doing.
I haven't talked to her in a few days, but she was supposed to get her stitches out on Thursday.
Did
So
they got the infections under control?
I think so. Like I said, I haven't talked to her. She went to the doctor maybe last week, Thursday, and I talked to her after that. And then she told me this week, Thursday, she was supposed to get stitches out, but I haven't been too preoccupied with my back, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So I planned on contacting her later today to see how she's doing.
What did she have to get stitches for?
She had back surgery. She had, it's called a laminectomy, I think. It's where they take the curve of one of your spinal bones and cut it off because it was leaning on a nerve.
Oh, geez.
So she had that done September 15th, I think. And then she was getting ready to get stitches out and she ended up with infection.
Oh,
So
no.
she was back in and out of the hospital twice. The last time she was in over 2 weeks. And that was really tough for her because that was a really long time for her. But he wanted to make sure it was clearing up. So she ended up with the first surgery, and then the second surgery, there was pooling blood, pushing pressure on that. And she was in excruciating pain. They ambulanced her there. And then the third surgery was to remove infection. And the fourth surgery was to remove infection.
Oh.
She's had quite a time, and she's 85 or 7.
Oh, geez.
But she's a spitfire. She is just, she's amazing. She came out of surgery. We had stayed with the father-in-law because he's having some dementia issues. Of course, he wouldn't admit that or anything. But we wanted somebody with him when she's in surgery because he just paces and has a really bad time. So we went and stayed with him. And and Ron had he didn't have his phone with him, and so he didn't know where it was. And so she knew that. So she comes in out of her surgery and she says, "Did you find Ron's phone?"
Oh my gosh.
That's how with it she is, right?
Oh my
Wow.
Very, very with it.
Wow.
So it's a good thing because that makes up for him, I guess.
Right.
Oh boy. So then my sister-in-law had gone up there. Then I had the flu, so I couldn't go. My
Oh,
sister-in-law had gone up there and like changed their bed sheets because, infection in the back, bed sheets. Yeah. Okay. And she cooked some meals and like put them in the fridge for them and did some things like that. But sometimes I'm not even sure if he might put metal in the microwave or I'm not sure.
right.
Because he couldn't remember how to get to the hospital that's around the corner from them, like 2 or 3 miles away.
Oh,
And he forgot when they took her in the ambulance. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But he woke up and he didn't know where she was.
oh
And he
no.
called my sister-in-law, like in a panic, like, "I don't know where your mother is."
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite a thing. But it sounds like I talked to her a couple of times since she's been home, and I think she's doing better than I am. So, oh my.
Gonna be checking on you.
Yeah, well, she wouldn't do that. She
Oh.
didn't check in on her son when he was so sick. But anyway, that's not who we are. So that's not how we handle it. But anyway, how's everybody
Charlie,
else?
what are you working on?
what's that?
What are you working on?
I started another Delta.
Ooh,
Delta number 3. I just cast on.
Now, Delta, that's the one with the stripes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and that's gonna be gray and
Gray and green.
Ooh.
what shade of green?
What's that?
What shade of green?
I'm back.
Ooh, that is pretty.
Like an olive.
What did I miss?
I'm starting my 3rd Delta.
Ooh,
It's going to be gray and green.
I got a pin. Yeah, I had Mary pin so I could see what she was.
So that's the gray.
Okay.
Got little flecks of green in it. I think it's a Western Sky. And then this
Ooh,
one I
Isn't that
think was
pretty?
Malabrigo.
nice. Very nice.
I
Now,
just
are
talked-
you?
I just
are
talked
you
to
ma-
Nicola.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just talked to Nicola yesterday. She's doing some kind of a show this weekend.
Ooh,
She was setting up all of her sweaters, putting them on those cool hangers, and I don't
those
know,
are
must have been
cool.
some kind of fiber festival thing. She didn't say what it was.
Wow.
Did she say anything about her newest sweater pattern?
Shawl,
Shawl rather?
new shawl. Yeah, she messaged me that a little while ago before it came out. She asked me if I wanted to make it. I said, I'm in the middle of a really hard sweater and I still want to make another Delta. So I didn't start it.
Now, are
I got-
you mixing superwash with non-superwash with that or no?
My Delta,
Yeah, the one you're working on right now.
they're both superwash. One of them's Western Sky.
Oh, that's superwash. Okay.
Yeah, and one of them's Malabrigo.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. I would though. I don't have a problem mixing stuff. As long as you treat it like the most delicate fiber, you're fine.
Okay.
So if you have one superwash and one's not, you got to treat it all like it's not.
Right.
Diane, you're working on your padded squares.
Yes.
And Mary, what are you working on?
The Garden Cardi.
Garden Cardi?
I think it's Cardigan. Let me see here. Yeah, it's Cardigan. I'm in the middle of a row, but I'll try to hold it up.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
This is a beauty.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pin you. Sorry, not yet. Okay, now you're pinned. Oh, yeah, pretty.
So it's all laced like that. And the back is really interesting. That's the
Oh.
back of the neck right there.
Okay,
Isn't that cool?
cool. How it crosses
Oh.
over.
Yep. And it's got an integrated button band, but it's not a
Perfect.
button. It's not a button cardigan. It's just open.
Just to open, yeah. Oh, it's really
Yep.
pretty. Very
But then
nice.
you connect the front lace to the back lace.
3-needle bind off.
I'm trying to remember how I did it. I think I picked up stitches.
You sewed it together.
No. I knitted the back down to under the underarm. Then I knitted one front. Then I knitted the other front. So they're all on cords. And then I
3-needle bind off. Did you
I
use
don't-
provisional cast on?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm. I'm just
Well,
trying joining.
It's very nice.
You just start knitting. You pick up those stitches that you left on a holder and you start. How did I do that? When I started the one front, then I must have picked up. I think I picked up, and then I picked up on the other front,
Okay.
and now because I'm working top down.
Right.
How about that? Too many muscle relaxers and things for me to remember.
It's understandable. You need them.
Oh gosh, I was thinking about doubling them up because it's not doing it.
Oh no.
Anybody talk to Carolyn?
Yes, she's still up north. The service is on Monday.
Wow, has that been a week and a half?
Yeah, I think at least.
They must have been waiting for people to come into town or something.
Right. I have to leave early because I have a memorial luncheon to go to for my 94-year-old friend Helen that passed away. She was so sweet. But, she passed away, I want to say maybe the day before Carolyn's father-in-law.
Okay.
So yeah, it just takes a while. I got to get everybody there and stuff. But Carolyn said she doesn't know what's going to happen now. She doesn't think she can stay up there full time with her mother-in-law.
Well, it gets to be a lot.
Well, I think her mother-in-law is pretty difficult. So
Yeah.
it's her up there. I don't know. So
I remember one time Carolyn said that she really had to watch her mother-in-law because she'd forget to grab her walker and she'd fall.
yeah,
So
I think Carolyn would definitely say she needs somebody with her all the time, but Carolyn just doesn't think she can do it.
Nor should she. I'm
No, I
sorry.
agree. Yeah, she's done more than her share.
Oh yeah.
That was my big brother.
How's he doing?
One of my big brothers. Good. Good.
Always wanted a big brother.
What's that?
I always wanted a big brother.
Aw.
I asked 2 weeks before my birthday. That's what I asked for my birthday. I want an older brother.
Yeah, they are
Get
pretty
it.
cool.
I had a big brother. He was fabulous.
Aw.
Yep.
I have 2 wonderful sisters. I'm very grateful.
I had a
Sure.
wonderful brother. But we're not talking about my sister.
Did you say we're not going to talk about my sister?
Uh-huh.
I maybe have one of those.
Aw.
How many siblings in your
That was it. Just the 3 of us.
okay. There was 8 of us.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Uh,
I'm really anxious to get to the green now.
yeah, you're getting close.
No, I don't think so.
Oops.
So did Nicole have anything else to say?
Nicole?
Nicola?
Nicola?
Oh, Nicola. No, not much. I was just texting her on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
I should maybe I could take a picture of you holding up your padded squares, Diane. Whoops, let me pin you.
Okay, I got about 10 more stitches to the end,
Okay.
maybe 20.
I got you pinned so I can take a photo and then I'll text it to her. I like the sweater you have on, Diane.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
it's just like a sweatshirt material.
That's a good color for you.
Thank you. I wanted something soft and warm.
Yeah.
That's the mood I was in this morning.
Got lots of dollar items in the silent auction that have no bids yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought it was
You
really
went through
funny.
them
The
really
very first
fast.
thing that got a bid, the very first thing was the martini shaker. I love that.
Okay, I got 11 more rows and then I'm done.
Okay.
How do you want me to hold it?
I don't care. Just so I can get a picture.
And then, would that be good? Like that?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, we want to see your face a little bit.
Oh, here you go.
Come on. Smile.
It's like you're wearing a mask, a
I
really
am
big mask.
smiling.
Put
Yeah.
it down a
But we
little so we
can't
can
see
you
it.
smile.
I know.
We can't see the smile.
Thank you.
Uh, that is so pretty.
I
I wonder
really
if I have
like
enough
it.
yarn to make one of those.
This is with Charlene's Howell Mill and Stock Yarn.
Ooh.
And I use, am I on my fourth skein? Ink. One, two. I think I'm at, Charlene, do you remember how many yards you used?
No.
I don't either. But I like it.
How long is yours already? Do you know?
55?
55?
Yeah. I thought when I block it, it's gonna gain a lot.
Okay.
You think I'm good with that?
I'll get mine and tell you what it is.
Okay. Because I know you made yours shorter. And the last time I measured it, it was 55. So it's close, if not over 60 by now. But I'm not going to knit the 71 inches that she did because I think it's going to be long enough
Okay.
after I block. When you need a no-brainer, that this is a good pattern for it.
You measure it first. Like mine's about 64.
Okay. And how are you going to wear it?
I don't know.
Oh, it even looks pretty just like that.
Feels good.
Be pretty over like a formal dress, you know, for a wedding, or you
Yeah,
could wear it almost like a jacket
yeah.
Mhm.
with something over just like your basic black dress or something like that.
It's
Do you
so
have a
pretty.
basic black dress?
It's not really, I don't know if it's really, I think hers is longer, right?
Yeah, hers is 71 inches.
Mine didn't stretch out as much as I kind of thought it would. Yeah, that's not, it's too wide to wear it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just like this. And you could, you could put a shawl pin or something on it to hold
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Feels good.
Looks good too. Looks
Yeah.
great.
Perfect color though.
Yeah.
Because she showed wearing it a couple of different ways.
Well, the lady's really been moving in lots of stuff downstairs.
Will they open what, Monday?
No, Thursday, I think. No,
Oh, Thursday?
Thursday. The 6th.
Okay.
Now going forward, seeing how you have someone downstairs, do you, oh, you come in through the back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's steps up the back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Comes the boss.
Oi,
How you doing?
good.
Told you we come in the back.
What's that?
That was the
Hi,
back.
Randy.
Diane was just asking if we come in the back. Said, we sure do.
Are you feeling more like you're retired now that you're not downstairs?
A little bit, but mostly it's just kind of weird, and it's just still got the auction stuff going on all the time. Somebody's contacting me right now about picking stuff up maybe today, and that goes on almost every day.
Oh, okay.
And then, setting up for the sale and
Hi, Randy.
Hello.
So you're easing into retirement.
yeah, it's working out great. The house is still a disaster. There's still so much that I put up here from when I had to hurry up and get out of the shop.
Well,
But I keep plugging away at it. I went
Yep.
through the pantry yesterday and pulled out a bunch of vases and we dropped them off to the flower shop for them to use. You get flowers or, you don't need 6 vases. Well, I don't.
I don't either.
well, I'm trying to think how many vases I'm using right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did have 6 in use just a little bit ago. Now I've got one here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we have zinnias that we're done now, but we picked the last of the zinnias about 4 or 5 days ago, and there were 2 roses. We brought the rose plant in.
okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
so we
have
had-
stuff like that. These were
Yeah,
just from flowers that I got or whatever.
yeah. There were actually flowers in that, or not flowers. There were vases in the house when we bought it because
Okay.
there were some big lilac bushes out there,
Uh,
and they left some of these really big vases, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Oh, I take it we got more than that because we've got some silk arrangements that my uncle did for my mom's funeral.
Oh,
There's 2 of those right there. I think there's some more. I'm not sure. If I was
even have
sitting in
room
my
for that many.
window,
I don't even have
Huh?
room around here for that many vases.
well, I in my knitting window, we brought in let's see, a fuchsia, a geranium, and 3 peace lilies. Because it's a
Aw,
big bay window.
okay.
I can't really get over there too easily right now. Walker
Yeah.
doesn't fit over there. But I'll be back over there hopefully next time you see me. Hopefully.
Well, I sure hope your back gets better.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is really not fun. I have had some troubles before, not quite this bad.
Okay.
I did get stuck on the toilet one time. That was a lot of fun.
oh,
No.
Luckily, it was home, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I had my phone with me, so I had to call my husband. He was outside.
Come get me.
Help me.
Yeah. So it just like locks up when at that half standing, half sitting position. And it
Oh,
happens in the fall. I don't know if it has to do with the dampness.
But once you're up, you're good.
Not really. I'm not
But
good. I'm better. Yeah. I can actually, well, right now it got bad enough last night that I said, get me the walker. We keep the walker in the bathroom because, it folds. And we keep it in the bathroom because if we're having trouble, we know right where it is.
Smart.
And then he had some canes. I said, get those canes out too. And we located those about 5 o'clock in the morning. We were up pretty much all night with stuff.
Wow.
His blood sugar meter or monitor wasn't working. And it was sending funny, it didn't make sense, some of the numbers he was getting. And so he checked and it was 500 higher than what it was showing.
Ooh.
So yeah, he was very high. Well, no wonder he felt terrible. He felt terrible, you know? So we changed that. He did. He changed that. And then he actually threw out the bottle of insulin because he wondered if it was maybe too old or something. We threw out the bottle of insulin. We started over with a new bottle. He put in a new site. This was all about 10 o'clock last night. So then you have to wait 2 hours for the sensor to come on. So when that came on, then you have to check that because it was still off some. So yeah. And then of course, you know, somebody has to go to the bathroom and I couldn't get up at all. And so we're trying to, he took my nightgown and he rolled me. Isn't that ridiculous? So then I said, okay, let's get me on a sheet or something so that you can roll me easier, like a flat sheet. So, well, he got in I know where all the stuff is. He doesn't know. So I told him where to look. Well, he came out with a big, like a king size pillowcase. I said, you know, that'll work because we'll just lay that across the center of my body.
Yeah.
But we didn't have to use that this morning. It was really hard, but I was able to get up myself. But he's really afraid that the dresser is really close to my side. And we got a bigger bed than what the room really should have in it. So I only have a real narrow, like the walker won't fit down my side of the bed.
Okay.
So I'm really worried that I would fall, but there's a dresser to kind of grab on there. But he's really worried. He's seeing me at this funny angle, worried that I'm going to fall. And of course, we don't want that.
Come down on you.
No, it's heavy. No, it's heavy, heavy, heavy. It's a big oak dresser that he made. So it's not going anywhere, but yeah, it's just not a good situation. But then he had the walker out. As soon as I got past that situation, he had the walker out. So I could use the walker. And I had to get that. And I told him like how to set it right there so he could get by without tripping on it coming in.
Yeah.
I'm like, my goodness.
Do you put the walker backwards by your toilet seat? So that
I have handlebars on my toilet seat too.
Oh.
But I found for me, the best way to get up from there is to walk myself up my legs with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
That works really well. And that seems to be not as painful as trying to pull up on a handlebar or something. But I have the walker and then I have the handlebars from the toilet seat and I have my thighs, right?
Yep.
So
That's
yeah.
the right way to get up is using your thighs rather than
Yes.
using
That is a great way. Yep. It is.
I can't get Dale to do it.
Use your thighs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, it's a wonderful help.
I know. I mean, that was the one thing before I had my knee done. He said, you know, you have to build up your thigh muscles. And I said, well, how are you, and we went through it. And I said, yeah, I do all that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But
Well, so I thought I needed to start doing some more physical activity. So last week I thought, okay, I'm going to start walking on our treadmill. We have a treadmill in there. It's a nice treadmill that will go real slow if you want it to. You can incline it if you want to. So I decided I would do 15 minutes on a flat surface, not a power walk, but not a slow walk either. So I did that for 3 days, and then here I am. So that was the end of that for now. So yeah, I'll be talking to the doctor some more about that. That should not have hurt my back. I had good support shoes on. Like I said, I kept it flat. I only did 15 minutes. I didn't go real fast. I just don't know why I'm in so much trouble. The only thing is when we rode in that truck, it was bumpy. And I just wonder if something has settled down and pinched a nerve or something.
But they did the MRI, but you don't have the results yet.
I don't have the results yet. I've got to set up an account with RMI, Regional Medical Imaging. And because it's a weekend, I don't know. I got to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
Is it like a My Chart that you can go in and find the results of?
I don't know if, let's see, I had the results sent to 4 doctors, so it should show up on, I have a My Chart with one of those doctors. It should show up on that My Chart eventually. But I don't know how long that will take, but I can set up it's not a My Chart. It's their own system.
Right, yeah, but I mean, it's like that.
Yeah,
all
I
I
think so. I think so. I just haven't done it because I haven't really needed the services. So I hadn't set it up. I had gotten an ultrasound. I've got a thyroid nodule that I've had for 25 years probably. And doctors have retired or moved or whatever, and no one was following it. So I talked to my endocrinologist. I said, we need to follow that. And because they were having me get like a scan maybe every year or two, something like that. And it hadn't changed. So I wasn't real worried about it, but it still should be followed,
Yeah,
So I did that probably about 3 weeks ago. And I haven't heard anything, but I could set up the thing to see if I can look at it. Oh my goodness. It's just so many things to do. I have so many apps on my phone for medical with my husband because I do all of that for him. So to get mine on there too, it's just like a lot. And trying to remember everybody's password for each thing. They can't all be the same because, one only allows this many characters and one doesn't allow special characters and one insists you have special characters. And oh my gosh.
Oh, well, you could save those on your phone though, right?
I try to, yeah, sometimes they're saved on my phone and I try to write them down too, and then put them on a list in my phone so that I can refer back to that list.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
But
Good.
then sometimes I'm not so good and it didn't get written down or, just life. Or sometimes I'll try to get into something and I know that's the right password and it's saying that it isn't. Oh, and then later it'll go through. And I think that might be because too many people are trying to use it or something. Because
Okay.
I've had that happen a number of times where it's saying, your password doesn't match our system or something like that.
Or you
And
typed
I
it in
know
wrong,
that it's right.
you swear you typed it in right, but you typed it in wrong.
Sometimes, yep, sometimes.
Oh, I am so bad at typing. I am so bad. And if I can't see it, I always.
Oh, that's
usually
really
there's that
hard.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's why I do all of his, because he struggles a little more with that kind of thing than I do. I was a teacher, so I had to do a lot of stuff like that. But anyway, it's just overwhelming some days, especially when I feel like this.
Yeah.
Well, and so what are my jobs around the house? Taking care of the dishes, loading the dishwasher. That's impossible. I can't do it. I can put a little bit in the top. Last night I was tossing pans into the bottom rack.
I'm sure he'll do it.
yeah.
Well, he couldn't handle it and it needed to be run so bad. And so I tossed a couple, I had it half loaded before this happened to me. And I tossed a couple pans and I got them in where I wanted them. But I couldn't reach the soap because it's on the bottom of the,
Right.
we have a corner whirly thing. I can't think what you call it, Lazy Susan thing. And I said, can you get me the soap? Can you put
You
the
need a
soap in there?
grabber.
What?
You
Grabber.
need one of those grabber things.
I have one around here. Where is that double minute? I got to find where that is. I do have one of those. I
Yeah.
think there might be one in my closet. Yes, I do. My mom got that for my husband when he turned 50. And we've used that stinking thing so many times.
And you can even use tongs to grab things.
Yes, you can. And I can reach the tongs.
There you
Yay.
go.
I told him I would try to bake potatoes today. Because I think I can reach the potatoes. But we'll see.
can he
Can I stand?
potatoes?
Can I? Huh?
Can he reach the potatoes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But he was feeling so awful because his sugar was horrible yesterday and he didn't realize it. He just thought when we went Monday to get a shot, they gave him a different shot.
Hi.
Because I don't know, the hospital, I've already talked to one of the managers. The hospital decided they were going to switch all of their patients to a particular brand. And it was different for my husband. Well, the other brand was working. It's a cancer shot. It's a biologic called lanreotide. And it's like a $26,000 shot. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so he gets it once a month. And so when he went in, I had the flu and I didn't want to go in with him because that's not right to do that.
Right,
in a cancer center. So I stayed in the car. And so he calls me and he says, they're going to give me, and he told me what it was. And I said, well, it's like a sister product. It's like Coke and Pepsi. And most of the hospitals choose to give the lanreotide, which is the one he's been getting. But some of them still give the octreotide. Well, one of the specialists we follow, he recommends the lanreotide because it's easier to give. And people seem to do better on it. And Ron was doing pretty well. His cancer was not growing. It was pretty stable. And some of the tumors had even shrunk. So why would you change? You know?
Just do it up to the handle.
Yeah, just because the hospital wants to change to all to one. I mean, what about the patient?
It's about the
Probably
patient.
insurance.
So I wrote, they did a generic once too, and that didn't work. That made him sicker. But this last shot, he was feeling awful for a week. And so I wrote to the doctor and I said, look, we're really after quality of life here. And this shot did not produce that.
Right.
And we know the other shot, it wasn't bothering him this way. And it was keeping the tumors in check. And I want to know why they switched, who made the decision to switch, why it was switched, and will insurance cover it if we go back to the lanreotide? Because I didn't know if it was insurance driven. I didn't know what the deal was. Mm-hmm. So I got a call from a pharmacist from there. And they said, oh, well, it's the same medicine and we're switching all our patients to that so that they all get the same. I said, well, this isn't working for him. And so we were talking a little bit about how you give, because it's a little bit different way to give them. They're slowly given and it has to be a certain angle and it has to be warmed up so long. And, there's just some things about it. And we had to train one of the nurses a while back because she wasn't doing it right. And I gave a big stink about that. $26,000 shot. You better darn read the directions.
Yeah.
There was an 8-minute video. And I texted that time and I said, all the nurses need to be trained. It's an 8-minute video. I've watched it. It's not hard to understand, So
Right.
The next time we went back, we didn't have any trouble with that. But, this time, I don't think that from what Ron said, I don't think it was given properly either.
I just don't understand why they would have a better reason. I mean, it seemed like they should have a better reason of why they're switching. I mean, it was working. And like you said, there was no. Yeah, that's not cool.
Well, I'm putting up a stink, because it's not right.
Good for you.
I was on a medication for several years and it worked fine all through the end of the year, last year, 24. Come 25, when I went to get the same one refilled, the insurance decided they weren't going to authorize that medication anymore. And I said, and the person getting the medication isn't told what was going on. You just
they don't give us
behind the scenes.
Well, they publish a big book every year that tells you what it's going to cover and what it's not.
Oh, but they don't even send you the book anymore. You can address an online directory, and I can't even figure out it's done. It's not done by the name of the drug. It's done by the classification. I don't know that.
That I was being sarcastic because it is. It's impossible.
Yeah,
That-
it is.
It's not possible to know what's covered.
No. Mm-mm.
Right.
Did you guys see Diane just getting a delivery while she was sitting there? Because I'm like, okay, Dale.
What?
Diane
No, I
just got
missed it.
Diane just got a delivery a minute ago, so I'm waiting for my delivery.
Coffee?
Yeah, or tea or
Coffee.
something.
Nice.
It was coffee. Yeah.
Where's mine?
Right?
He's already
is what I
gone.
have.
Sorry.
Breakfast of champions.
Oh my goodness.
I got my water bottle here.
I don't have any water here. I'll have to get up for that. Yeah, we're just on the struggle bus right now.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
It will. I'm just really anxious to get this feeling better because this is really not fun. I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
No, I'm sorry you're going through that. That's
Yeah,
Very
well,
sorry. I've had some back
hopefully,
things.
yeah. Oh boy. And it just, it's screaming pain for a minute. And then it's like right now it's pain, but it's not, I can tolerate it,
Okay.
I certainly wouldn't be going on any walks or anything.
Right.
But when I try to get up, and getting down isn't as bad as getting up. Getting up is just horrible. I got on the MRI table last night. So I was the last patient of the night. And my appointment was 9:40 p.m. And of course, it's Halloween night. It's just kind of funny. So I got on the table just fine. I had worn, so I didn't have to redress. I had left the bra home because you can't have metal. And I had worn like a pull-up pants, that like a lycra kind of thing underneath the dress, so that I was completely covered. I had another sweater over the top, so I didn't look like I was braless, because I was taught not to look like that, right? And so I got down just fine, and I tolerate the machine. I'm okay with that. My husband can't tolerate the machine, but I can tolerate the machine. And it wasn't a long procedure. It was only about 20 minutes, and they would pull me out. I said, "It's done already?" And they're like, "Yep." Well, now the big problem comes up. How do I get off the table? There was nothing to pull on. And
Well, there's sticks there that should be helping you get up.
well, that was the thing. They're standing there. I don't want to hurt them. The lady that brought me in, she said that she hurt her back and had to have surgery from helping a stroke patient. And I thought, oh, geez. So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this. And I can't think of a good way to do it.
They're trained in how to get a patient up.
Well, and
feel like those machines should have a way for somebody in a wheelchair, like it should, the table.
Yeah. Or, I mean, even to have, I probably should have said, get the wheelchair and I'll grab onto the side of it or something. They could have locked it. I just didn't think of that. I was tired and I was hurting. But anyway, I finally did. I tried a couple of times and it was just starting that horrible spasm. So finally I said, okay. The other gal was there, and she held both of my hands. I said, I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, we're both going to go fast. And we did it, and I yelled a little bit, and I got myself upright. So, oh my gosh. That was the worst part of the whole thing, was just getting off the stupid table.
Man.
I warned her. I said, I'm probably going to yell. Okay. Oh my gosh. I took Tylenol like just before we started the procedure, thinking that should help a little bit. I don't know if it did or not, but oh
man.
Yeah, how did I get this old this quick?
One day at a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank goodness
Diane, when they stopped covering your medication, were you able to get it back, or did you have to?
No, he had to switch me to another medication.
Does it work?
It took a while, but yeah. It took a good 6 months before it really locked in.
Oh. Well, when the pharmacist was talking to me, I said, we need to focus on the patient here. And the patient was doing well on this other drug.
Right.
And I mean, we want quality of life. And I even said this, I said, you never know how many days he's going to have left.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want him feeling like that during any of them if we can avoid it.
Yep.
So then she says, I think I've got some more homework to do. So,
and thank you for speaking up and laying it on the line, because I think a lot of us just, put up
Accept
with
it.
it, and they're
It
not.
shouldn't, it
I
shouldn't
feel
be.
like those people that work for the system that are trying to help people, and they're stuck too with all
Yeah.
these changes. They can't fix it. All to save somebody a few dollars.
Well, and I don't know. She tried to tell me that it made more sense to have everybody on the same med because some are on one and some are on the other. And she was trying to tell me that it sounded like it was out of a big vial, that they took the same, like they would take some out for Ron and some out for another patient, some out for somebody else.
They're
But Ron
just
said it was
making it
the same.
easier for themselves. That's
But
nonsense.
that's not the case.
Thank you.
It's a single person. His vial was just for him and it had to be mixed. It was pretty complicated. We've got the direction. They gave us the directions because he asked for them. And we were reading them. And it's much more complicated to mix. You have to mix it up. You start with a tablet and you shoot liquid into that tablet and wait for a certain amount of time. It has to sit still. And then you put in the needle to draw it back out and you shake it horizontally. It specifies that. His nurse did not do that.
Wow.
She had no
So-
business giving the shot.
Nope. So they didn't give it properly. And, usually I go in so I can watch what they're doing and, because he can't, it gives him the butt. So, he can't really see everything,
Right.
but he could see some of those things. And he knew it didn't set 2 minutes it's supposed to sit 2 minutes on the table, at least 2 minutes on the table to let it get mixed up. And then if it's not showing, it needs to show the powder completely mixed into the liquid, which is like a glucagon shot. So we kind of knew about that tablet thing because we have to deal with that here too. So
When my Roger
Anyway.
was in the hospital, I actually had a nurse kicked out of the room. I said, she is not coming back in this room.
you can do that. Yep.
In the ICU. I said, no more.
Yep. You can fire a nurse, but you want to make sure there's a good reason.
Oh, there was a darn good reason. I spelled it out for him.
Yep. Yep. We had one. She would come in at, 1 o'clock in the morning and she'd start an IV. And then she wouldn't catch it. I mean, you know how long those IVs are going to be. You have an idea.
Yeah.
She would let it beep we'd call her, and it's beeping for 15 minutes at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then she'd come back in between and she'd give a couple of the meds and then she'd come back and give a couple more of the meds. And I'm like, we need to combine this care. This is ridiculous. And then somebody would come in and take his blood sugar. And then, about 3:30 or 4, they start taking morning blood. And I'm like, they're in here. Someone is in here. And one of the nurses, he did it all at one time. He combined the care and he did. So he gave one med a little bit early and one med a little bit late, but it all got done without waking the patient 5 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
I swear she gave all of her patients their blood pressure med. And then she came back and she gave all of her patients a different med. And then she came back and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Enough already.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she would turn on, they had these huge lights in there. If you were in trouble, they would turn the huge lights on. She turned those on and it is practically blinding you and you're trying to rest. And I said something to her because one of the other nurses, he just turned on the light over the sink and it was kind of a dim light, but enough for him to see. And he actually prepared things outside of the room and then walked in and gave them. So he wasn't disturbing the patient as much. And I'm like, do you have to turn on the brightest light? Could you turn on the one by the sink? Well, you don't want me to mix up the drugs, do you? And I'm like, no. So I shut my mouth about that because I know I don't want her to mix anything up. Jeez.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you about this other thing that happened. So Ron is not on lithium. Lithium is for depression and stuff. He's not on it. I'm not on it. All of a sudden he was getting tested for it. And I thought, well, that's odd. Wonder why they're doing that test. Well, I hadn't had a chance to talk to the doctor. I forgot about it when we were there one time. And So the last 3 times he's had blood work done, the lithium was elevated. And this last time it was elevated quite a bit. And I thought, so I'm trying to look it up, and so they don't usually test for it unless you're on it. Okay. So I texted, actually, we got a call from the oncologist, make sure that the doctor that ordered this knows about this result because it's elevated. And so, I texted the doctor and I said, hey, look at this test and please advise. And he wrote back, I never ordered that, but I have no idea why it's elevated. And he has a list of our meds, and I have a list of our meds. I know what he's on. And so we're stumped, like, what is going on? Something is poisoning him. I mean, I said to the doctor, could it be our well water? I mean, how is he getting this? Could it be one of the other drugs combining with another one or something? It was a real mystery.
Can you get yourself tested to see if it is environmental at your house?
Well, just wait. That's what I was worried about. And I'm looking up online, just, Googling things, and I see that potatoes and eggs and water from Walmart has a little bit of this in it. And I thought, well, we do all of that. He eats eggs every day and he eats potatoes every day and he drinks a lot of water that way. I thought, okay. So when we went to talk to the doctor last week, Wednesday, I guess it was, I told him, I said, well, I told him no more potatoes, no more eggs. We're going to try to drink water in a glass from the faucet. He said, there's no way you could have this high of a number from just a few foods like that. And then Ron says, well, I handle lithium batteries in my barn. He says, are you eating them? No. So he said, well, this is really stumping me. And I mean, he's a brilliant doctor. He's been wonderful. And he said, this is really stumping me. And I've reached out to some of my colleagues. And so far, no one is coming up with an idea of what was going on. So he said, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have you tested here in our lab. He said, I'm just wondering if someone's confused a test or something. Well, the test came back that his lithium level was low from their lab. Isn't that interesting?
Like he's lithium deficient?
Well, it wouldn't matter because you don't really need it. But anyway, the level came back low versus high, So what we're going to do, so we don't think there's a problem. We think it's a lab issue. So we're going to print out both tests from both labs and we're going to take it in the next time we go in and say, hey, we don't know if there's another patient with a similar name that this test was really done for, because it was done like 5 or 6 times for Ron. And I never followed up on it because it wasn't a deal, but then it became a deal. And so somehow we don't know what's happening here, but something's going on in their lab. But just to make sure, we're going to follow up in another month with that test again with the U of M lab.
So when he got tested 5 times previous, were they all those high?
They were creeping up, yes. 3 of the times was high and it's been creeping up.
Wow.
And it took you presenting it to the doctor to have the doctor look at it to see that his lithium was high?
He didn't realize that it was coming in.
He didn't look at the results.
He didn't order it. He didn't even know it was ordered.
I know,
he didn't know it was ordered.
But when he gets the results back from all the tests, it's on there.
That's why the oncologist called me. He said, make sure they're seeing this, because what happens is when you get a test done from another lab and it gets transferred into a doctor from a different area, they don't always get notified that this test came in somehow. It's weird. So that's why I wrote a special note. Hey, what's going on with this test? Why are we doing it? Why is it high? I even went so far as we took every over-the-counter vitamin that he's on, which is quite a few, and we took them all in a bag. And because the prescribed medication should be pretty monitored by pharmacists, right? But the vitamins, I order some of them on Amazon and like that. So we took them all in and he pulled out 5 of the bottles that he was unfamiliar with the brand. And he said, well, if our lab shows that you're still high, that seems to be an accurate test. This is the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to have you purchase different. He said, don't throw them away because it might not be what's the problem. But I'm going to have you purchase different vitamins of these 5 here, different brand. Well, we didn't have to go that far, but so I wrote all that down. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'll
give me
tell
some
you.
more of your money just to try and see if this is it. Because
Oh,
I don't know. No,
Yeah.
I'm not buying that one.
well, and I said, I don't even know where to go to get help on this. He said, neither do I. I said, well, I don't feel quite so stupid. I mean, he teaches classes at U of M to medical doctors.
Well, Dale says those that can't do teach, so
Oh, well, don't say that. I was a teacher. Oh, but anyway, we think we've solved it. We think it's a lab problem. So we'll double check again in about a month,
Yes.
and
Wow.
we're going to go ahead and eat potatoes. He said you couldn't eat it.
I would definitely be concerned because you had so many that said it was going up and then it was high.
Right.
And only
Right.
one that says it's not.
Right. But it was a different lab.
I know.
I
Yeah, we're
go
going to be
to,
checking it again.
Yeah.
my doctor is not part of Corwell. I go to Corwell Labs to get my work done. And he
Yeah.
gets everything that's at Corwell to him. And
Well,
I
he
have
probably gets
results.
the flag because he ordered it.
What?
He gets like a flag or something when it comes in, probably.
Okay. I have to leave. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, good to see you.
You too.
Yeah.
See you
Take
next
care.
week.
I think when
Take
I
care.
hit end, it'll just end mine. I hope.
Okay, no worries either way. No worries.
Okay.
Enjoy Lena's tomorrow.
Thank you. We'll miss you. You guys have a great weekend.
Yes, you
You
too. Just in
too.
case, bye everybody else.
Yeah, bye, just in case.
Nope, it just says leave meeting. So
Sweet.
here we go. Oh, it says assign and leave. So it's getting assigned to Diane,
Sweet.
whatever that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Looks like we're still here.
Diane.
So
Did you
if I
get a
leave,
hold of
then I have to assign it to someone.
Jerry?
Oh, funny.
Keep your phone on you and keep it on high.
Did your Mary, did your cable go out last weekend? Saturday? What? Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
I don't think so, but we had trouble with it later this week, like Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, I think.
Okay. I was telling Diane before you got on, because last week was the big Michigan State U of M game.
Oh.
And our cable, I mean, we're not diehard sports fans, not a big deal, but it went out, I think around 2:30, and it didn't come on until it came back on right around halftime of that game.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
was
bet too
just
many people overloaded the system.
But when I looked online, it was like a really huge outage. We have Spectrum over here. I mean, that's what we have.
Oh, we
And
do
it was
too. Huh.
Do you have Spectrum also?
Yeah, we do for Wi-Fi. Yep.
When you look at the outage map, there was like a big blob in Grand Rapids and down here by us, and then there was some over in Detroit and Ann Arbor. But to be fair, I don't go and look at that map on a day when I'm not having trouble. So
Right.
I don't know what it looks like on typical day, but I was like, wow.
Well, I'm trying to remember what I did last Saturday, but I don't remember it being out. But I do know it was out later in the week because we thought it was just our house and we were fussing around trying to, with the routers and stuff, restarting them and all
Yep,
that stuff.
yep.
I know that was yesterday. It finally came on last night, I think. But I think the day before too, we were fussing around with it because here I am laying. I'd like to watch something. And I'm stuck. Yeah, we have our phones are through Verizon, so we can watch like YouTube and stuff on that because we have unlimited on that. But oh well.
Yeah, I just when I looked at it and saw it was so widespread, I thought maybe somebody else, one of you gals would have been out also. So
Well, if I was, I didn't remember it. Didn't make too much of a
well, for me it was
impression.
because my internet was down, but I mean, I just used my phone.
Right.
Last week we were talking about the doodles,
Yes.
and I went online and they sent me the ultimate doodle workbook.
Yes. I forgot about that. Yes.
It's like
And
20
you can make your
pages.
own. You can make your own doodles. Did they give you a graph and stuff like that?
Yep.
Yep.
Is choose your base pattern, your chart, your yarn, and start knitting.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's kind of like a guide on how to use them.
Right.
So yeah, I want to do a pair of socks and I don't want to do the whole sock. I think I just want to do like a rib and then right under the rib do all the way around maybe pencils or one little picture all the way around right underneath the rib.
And then
Because
radial.
and then a regular sock from there.
Yeah. Little shorty socks.
Maybe.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
was cracking myself up that I found that book after I was like, did I? So I went through my pile and right there it was, and it's a very nice book.
Yeah.
Even it's got the patterns in the back are nice, and I was like,
There's
yeah,
a lot in it. There's a
yeah.
lot in it. When I was looking for the book, I looked around a couple places. It was sold out everywhere. So the minute I saw it, I'm like, okay. So I haven't decided because if you have the book, you can copy pages out of it and then cut them and lay them out to kind of see. But if you have the cards, you can just lay the cards out individually.
Right.
So, for future, I'm not sure if I want to buy the cards anyway or just use the book.
Right.
It can get expensive, but it's also fun.
Yeah, right. And if it helps you visualize and plan better, as
Right.
opposed to having to run to the printer and print it off and trim everything and
Yep. Right. Well, and I look at it like this. I don't drink and I don't bowl and I don't do a lot of things like that. And so this is what I do.
yep.
So, and it's all right. My husband made sure that the daughter knew that you don't just get rid of that yarn and sweaters that mom has made, that they're worth quite a bit, that try to get, cousins and stuff to take them. And,
Yep. Kind of funny. One of my knitting friends, who has a son and a daughter, and neither one, really are into the whole knitting thing. She actually has left her knitting stuff in her will to a different knitter.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, well, and she does have a large amount of yarn, very nice yarn. So
yeah. Well, and I mentioned that too, that I have a good friend. We do the yarn crawls and stuff together. If she's still around, give her my stuff. If you guys, whatever you guys don't want, of course.
exactly.
But
that's,
I'm
yep.
hoping that there's my daughter, and then there's two nieces, and then there's a niece-in-law, which I know she would appreciate things, but she's really tiny. But she might not stay really tiny, hard to say. But I mean, I think they're all of a size that they could probably wear a lot of my stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, because sweaters don't have, they don't have to be skin tight or anything.
But it's just like one of a gal in our local knitting group passed away probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago, unexpectedly. And her husband ended up bringing her stuff to the yarn shop, and it got passed around to all, to all the different friends. And I think probably some stuff probably ended up at Salvation Army or, whatever, but it all got a different home, and it was
Which is
all
nice.
handled.
Yeah.
And I ended up with her, she had purchased yarn to make a cowl. And I ended up making the cowl, and because she and I were both going to make the same cowl, and I finished mine, and she did not. So I
Okay.
ended up, geez, now I'm tearing up a little bit. I ended up finishing the cowl, and since I already had it, I gave it to a good friend, good mutual friend that never
Oh,
made that
nice.
cowl. So that
How
was really,
nice.
that was just a fun part of,
Yes.
remembering.
Well, and there was somebody that donated a bunch of yarn like that to, I don't remember, one of the yarn shops that I go to, and they were asking people to come in and use that yarn to create hats for the homeless and things like that. And I thought, that's fantastic.
That's very nice too. Yep.
That's a good use of it, and I think people, hey, I'll take this and make a hat and send it back, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yep.
I got into making hats over the summer because it was something I could do in the store.
Right.
And I made them for me. Well, actually, I started the first one I was going to give to someone, and then I never saw her again. And I mean, well, I saw her, but not where I could say, here, is this what you were looking for type thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, I can't wear hats. I get headaches from them.
Okay.
So the hats I made over the summer, I used the leftover yarn from like the big sweater that we made, the long sweater, growing. Out of growing. So I had yarn and I made it out of that. And it just fits so nice on my head, and it doesn't give me a headache. I thought, well, I guess I'm not giving these away. They all fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So, and then there's a red scarf something that is a year-long event. And one of my friends was a pastor of a local church, and she retired a couple of months ago. And I'm like, okay, I have these red scarves. What do I do with them? Have you heard of that?
I remember a Red Scarf Project, but I can't remember. Was it for foster kids or?
See, that I don't remember. I said, well, I have red scarves. I'll give them to you. I got a lot of red yarn. So I thought, well, I'll just keep making them and then I'll give them to her. Not knowing she was going to retire. And guess where she moved? Howell.
Oh,
funny.
So I said to Dale, when you go to church, because we are a mixed faith, and I know the Catholics don't do it, but even the local libraries, they're getting ready for their Christmas trees and for hats and mittens and stuff. So if he doesn't come up with one, I'm giving him to the library.
There you go. Great idea.
I'd rather, support church first and then go to the library, but that doesn't happen. They're getting it.
Yeah. Well, I was starting to go through some of my stuff, and now I can't bend over to see it, but there's just some things that I made that I don't wear. And I thought, okay, I'm going to see at Unwind, they take a lot of things, and there's 5 charities that they work with.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping that they can use some of the, things when I first started knitting. Some of it's acrylic, and, I'm not going to wear that now,
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense in it sitting here.
Well, I took bags up to Charlene's because there was somebody that came into the shop that did charity knitting. And so
Okay.
I got rid of a lot of yarn that way. And it was like you said, the acrylics and
Yeah.
that's what I think they're looking for,
Well, for some, yeah.
Yep. Because it's wash and wear pretty much.
Yeah. Well, and on hats, how often do you wash a hat? I don't wash a hat that often.
I'll find out if I'm going to start wearing them.
Well, my husband gets into some interesting situations, so I do wash his a little bit more, but
Right.
he usually doesn't wear the good wool ones when he's down in the basement catching all the cobwebs and everything.
Or standing under a car draining oil.
Right. Well, he doesn't do oil anymore. I talked to him. I said, you know what? You don't need to do that anymore. Because anything that he has to do that reaches above his head is really quite painful.
Oh, okay.
Has something to do with the scar tissue and that. So there's just some things, there's no reason. Why do you do that? You don't need to do that.
Yep. You don't need to do it to yourself.
No. And then he's sore for 3 days, because he had his hands above his head. There was a few things that he was doing that no one else really knew how to do because he designed our kitchen cabinets and he didn't have them all completed before he got cancer. So about a third of the kitchen wasn't completed. Maybe not that much, maybe a quarter. So there wasn't really anybody else I could call in and say, hey, can you finish this? Because it's all handmade oak cabinets with, we have stained glass in them and yeah. So he's finished that project completely now. And he's got my closet pretty much done. He's got this room done. The fireplace is beautiful that he fixed up. And see, today he just went out. He's feeling better. Thank goodness. I think he's got a few little odds and ends. His friends coming over still. They'll hang out together out in the barn and they won't work hard.
Sweet.
Yeah. I just asked him to keep his phone on in case I needed help.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a pocket in this dress so I can walk around with my phone in my pocket. Oh, goodness. He needs to be outside. That's part of what he needs for his health.
Yesterday, we went up to the tiny house, and on the way home, Dale said, you want to go by Greenfield Village for a walk?
Oh, wow.
So we went over to Greenfield Village for a walk and had lunch. Frank said, did you have custard? I said, I thought about it. He said, what was the flavor? I said, s'mores. And he went, ooh. And he was over at the village. He goes over to the village on his days off, and he's over there for hours upon hours.
Wow.
And he's really bummed that the village is closing, and he doesn't want to go in the museum because that's boring.
So it's closing for the season?
Yeah.
Okay.
My understanding is, though, you can go in between, I think it's 9:30 and 3. None of, just for a walk through the village. None of the houses are open. None of the well, I'm not sure about the restaurants, but I looked it up today, and I did talk to somebody about volunteering knitting. And they told me how to go online and find out about it. And I'm still looking for it. She said, just scroll all the way down to the very bottom and it says volunteering. Yeah, it says volunteering, but it's for positions, not for specifically knitting. So I have to go to Plan B, I think.
Is there a comment area in that?
I haven't found one yet. That's what I was looking. And I thought maybe searching for volunteer knitting. But I think I'm just going to go into Levitt Hall up to costumes and see what they have to say. And if they say go online, I'm going to say, right, show me. Because I went online and I couldn't find it.
That's what's hard for me when you go online. And you got to find the right drop down menu to find what you need. And it's just, sometimes I just want a book. Just give me a book.
Yeah.
Or a real map. I wanted a real map so I could see the whole state and where a particular city was in the state. And you do it on your phone, it's like microscopic, right?
Right. When we were coming home from Mackinac, I went into Waze, and so I could follow where she was, the bus driver, and
Oh,
how
yeah.
much longer before we got home. I thought that was so nice. Where
Yeah.
before, couldn't do it. But now we have the app on our phone, and lo and behold, and the person behind me was doing the same thing, which was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could find out if there's any roadblocks ahead, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I do love that. But when you want to look at the state and see where things are compared to other
Mhm.
things, I like to have a paper map.
Yep.
You want to go back old school?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure computers have improved our lives that much.
Little
Yeah,
things.
different ways to find things, but
And you always
Oh.
need to back it up with a paper copy.
I like to.
Right?
I
Yeah.
do too. Yeah.
What
Oh
if I
my
can't
goodness.
find that again?
I haven't filled up my big basket I bought from Charlene yet. I
Oh, you
still
need
got-
more yarn?
No, but thanks for the offer. No, actually, I had the yarn in another basket because it was when I joined the Wool and the Honey.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of single skeins,
Yep.
and there's some in there. I went, oh my gosh, I forgot about this one. This is vibrant. I want to do something. What do I want to do? I don't know. I have to look through my patterns. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy.
Yeah, we all know the pain.
Yep. I think it's part of the sport.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I started a lot of the yarn that I buy for the last probably at least 2 years, which I've only been buying yarn for about 6, 7 years, something like that, just before COVID. But the last 2 or 3 years, I've been buying for a project. So I buy the yarn, I bag it together, and I put either the name or the pattern
Yep.
right in with it. And so, you get that bag out, and that's what that's for. Now, that doesn't mean I couldn't change my mind,
Right.
but, at least I know what idea I had when I purchased it.
Yeah.
Well, with the Wool and the Honey, they would send you the pattern with the yarn. And so I
Oh,
put them
nice.
together. Well, then I
Right.
decided, the rocket scientist that I am, that I haven't made it yet. I'm just going to take the pattern, put it in one stack and the yarn in another. Not the smartest move I've ever made. So now I'm back to, okay, what was the pattern that went with this?
Yeah.
So silly.
Well, then I've been trying to keep my patterns, like one notebook has sweaters, and the sweaters are actually in alphabetical order. That's the best
Wow.
organized one. But then another notebook has hats and gloves, and another one has cowls, and I don't remember what else. I will have one for socks. But in the meantime, I am behind on that filing, right? So I have a big stack of patterns that need to be put into their appropriate places. And, with my back like this, I'm not doing anything like that.
Probably not for a little bit.
Not for a little bit. I got to just get myself better is what the goal is right now.
Yep.
I want to go through my pattern book because I put them all in 3-ring binders. I have
Yes.
one for hats and scarves and
Yeah,
shawls
yep.
and blah, blah, blah. And so when someone comes over and says, I'm looking for a pattern for whatever, I'll come
You can look.
upstairs to get my 3-ring binder and go, here you go. Check them out.
Yep.
But I think my next project, do you see this? I really like this.
Is that the zigzag scarf? I can't see it real
Double
well.
black diamond scarf. is
Could
what
you
it
Oh,
hold it
nope.
up again? Double black. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, yeah. No, I
It's a
didn't see
free
it.
pattern.
Huh.
It's Cascade Yarns. You know how they have your free Friday pattern or whatever?
Oh,
That's
okay.
what this is.
Huh.
I'm gonna try this. It looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
But then again, I also want to do, and I already had it cast on, the lace back that we did. I already got it cast on, did my gauge.
Which
So,
one was
we'll
that
see.
now?
The lace back. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You were gonna do that one again?
Yeah.
I don't think I was with you guys when you guys did that.
And this is the yarn I'm using.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Isn't that
beautiful.
pretty?
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's the Melbrigo Mora.
Okay. Mary, the double black diamond scarf is free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't look it up right now because I don't have another device here. And if I get up, I don't want you guys to hear what it sounds like. Oh, goodness.
Well, I have to do it real quick before I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
I can text it to you, and then that way you'll have it if you really want it.
Yeah, I've
That's-
got it I just put it in my library, so I'm good. Do you need it, Mary?
Nope, I can write it right along here.
Okay.
Double back diamond, right?
BLACK, like the color.
Is it double black diamond?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it have the word scarf in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I can look that up. I got it written down here on the side of my pattern,
There
which
you
I have
go.
other notes here on the side of my pattern as well.
I do that too usually.
Yep.
Jean, did you go into Ravelry to get it?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. I went on the Cascade, but when you said you put it in your library, I went,
Yeah, I put it in my Ravelry library.
I need to do that.
Let me just see what happens when I check that, because because it's saying on the pattern page it's got a direct link. I want to see what happens when I go to the my library. Click on that. It takes me back to the Ravelry page, which takes me to their website. So it
Okay.
didn't directly store the pattern, it just kind of stored the information.
Which is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can still see it, which is great.
great. Yeah.
If you pulled it into Knit Companion, I bet you'd have it for good.
Probably, yes.
I don't have that.
Oh, it's 12:01.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this row and then I'm signing off.
Okay, well,
okay.
I'm gonna sign off. And I think
Love your-
you have to
love
sign
your
off last,
Trinigan.
Diane. So anyway, good seeing everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. I might not be here next week, possibly. Depends on how I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, feel better. Keep us
Yeah.
posted, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm done. So
All
I'm
righty.
Signing off. Hopefully see you
All right.
next week. Feel
Next week
better.
or the week after. Yep. All right.
Bye.
Bye.